Hi, I'm JT. Welcome to another video from me here at Campervan Journey, and you join me here in the Loire Valley. So there we go, all packed up, all loaded in the back. I'm convinced we've got way too much stuff. Once again, we always think that when we're loading up, but maybe we need to rationalise what we've got to take for our next trips. But we've got a 4.5–5 hour drive up to the Loire Valley. So it's 10:30 now, so we should arrive there sort of late afternoon, having had a stop for some lunch on the way. So, bye-bye pitch 105. Camping Utopia Sarlat. Maybe we'll come again. Au revoir, Sarlat. 5 hours to the Loire Valley. And 1 minute.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with.
So we have driven 3 hours from Sarlat up central France, approximately 200 kilometres. We just stopped at an air. Whereabouts are we? We don't know where we are. We are probably about 50 kilometres beyond Limoges. I'll try and find out where we are and put a note across the bottom, but we've stopped for lunch and I am in charge of cutting the saucisson for our lunch. So most important job, Ben's done the cheese, I'm doing the saucisson, and we'll stop here for 20 minutes before heading on the second half of our trip up to Saumur. So tell me if I'm wrong, but the French are so much better geared up for travelling across the country and stopping and having a break with these airs that you come across on your journey. Now it's been, because we're on N roads today, not on the auto route, they're not as plentiful, but we've just stopped here for 20 minutes. If you wanted to have a stopover in your camper or your motorhome overnight, you can do that. There's facilities and a beautiful lake just in front of me here. Now if I was a Frenchman, I'd be stopping here for 2 hours before we head off, just to enjoy a nice long lunch break, but I'm an Englishman en route to our next holiday stop, so we'll just have a quick comfort break and then we'll carry on with our trip up to Saumur. Haven't seen this before. That's obviously somewhere where you can, if you're a member of campingcarpark.com, you've got a little code number that you put in when you arrive and you can stop overnight. I have to find out a bit more about that when we decide to do one night stopovers. So we've taken a cycle ride out along the valley this morning, 2 or 3 villages along, and pulled over to have a stop at this village. I'll check the name in a second, and we've come across this empty church, and in the grounds it has this wonderful tower. The church is completely empty. Apparently this slab of stone to the left of the front door is where in the 11th and 12th century the dead were lain awaiting burial. So we've taken a drive down from the campsite this morning into Saumur. It's about a 8-kilometre drive down the hill from the village where we're camping down into the city itself. And we're going to go and have a look around the chateau, which is just up behind me on the big hill, and we're parked right in a camping spot, or a camping car spot, overlooking the Loire itself, and one of the famous bridges that crosses it, which is just up here. It's only when you're down by the river itself that you realise how massive it is. It's absolutely huge, and although the water level today is really, really low, and you can see just down here it's obviously what would be the riverbed, but really sandy area. In fact, there's people using it like a beach just out over there, having a picnic or enjoying the sand. But if the water level was higher, it would be a very, very impressive sight. I mean, it's impressive anyway. One of the famous bridges across the river is down in the distance there, the old stone bridge, which no doubt has got a famous name if I look it up. But there's signs everywhere that says when the water is high, that just warning you of how dangerous swimming could be down here. The currents are vicious by all accounts. But the chateau that we're going to look at is just up behind me. Probably can't see it just here, but we're just going to grab some lunch in the van before we go up and have a look around the old part of Saumur itself. So this will be our lunchtime spot for today. Nice shady spot, perfect for a camper van. And we'll tuck into our baguettes and saucisson. We seem to have spent all of this holiday climbing hills. So we're just climbing up another hill to go to the chateau in Saumur. We're almost there. It's not quite as steep as some of the hills we walked up before, is it, Harry? But there it is, right in front of us. So we made it to the top of the hill and arrived at the chateau. We're going to go and have a look round. See, they're doing some restoration work to the ramparts at the front. So this is the view across Saumur and the Loire from the chateau. And there she is, overlooking the town, the wonderful chateau. So after our walk around Saumur and exploration of the chateau, just taking a gentle walk back to the van along the Loire. So I hope you enjoyed our trip to the Loire Valley and exploring Saumur. Remember to hit the button to like and subscribe, and follow us on our next trip.